Hi friends, and welcome back to the Baseball Card Illustrated channel. I'm Bronco, the PSA 11.
And I'm Kevin, the Diamond King.
And this is Stone Cold Steve Austin. And if you've been watching the channel, you know one of the reasons he's here is we're coming up on the Austin 316 giveaway for 316 subscribers to the channel.
Wait, so there are no other lines to this. That's the bottom line.
Because he said so.
How about
or you
that?
said so.
Well, I
or
think
somebody said so. Anyway, this is a Saturday Shootaround where we get a stack of stuff like this. Ooh. Hit the record button and find out together what kind of magic's about to happen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, because the Saturday Shootaround is batten down the hatches and head your way. You know why I say that?
Why?
Because you remember Wrestling Gorilla Monsoon?
Oh, wow.
The announcer?
That's a name.
He always said batten down the hatches. I have no idea what it actually means.
It's
I mean,
like
I kind of get it, but
yeah.
like it's coming, but...
Like wind and hurricanes and stuff like
Yeah.
that is what I always thought.
So that's why I've gone with it, kind of reflection. I figure since we got Stone Cold here, we can talk a little wrestling, right? So anyway, I'll let you know that the normal Mystery Mondays is going to be preempted, if you will, this week, because we're going to talk a little bit about the prizes available on the Austin 316 giveaway.
Okay. But
that's a little bit later in the week. Now let's go through the stack of stuff as we got Stone Cold out of the way. Well, we could probably keep him here, actually.
Yeah.
We'll let him take Roger Craig's spot.
Perfect.
That's a really, really bad image of where he was. Let's just move on there.
That'll work. That'll work. Well done.
Speaking of people that can do what Roger Craig was doing there, it's Walker Buehler. Here's a purchase from this week.
So, here we go. Yeah. Walker Buehler, that's, it's a year or two ago, right?
Yep, and it's a Topps Holiday rookie card.
Oh, that's nice, man.
So you can see some of the snowflakes and other stuff there. So if you've been watching the channel, you know that we have a little bit of a feud going with Walker Buehler because of some of his comments about the Brewers. I don't know that he necessarily knows that we have a feud with him and he has a feud with us, but we're not a big fan of Walker Buehler around here.
That's all right. It is whether he knows or not. The truth is,
there's a feud going on, so we're going to add this card here to the rookie pile to get it out of our collection.
Well, that pile is getting huge, the 316
That's
pile.
right. It's going to have 24 cards in it by the time we're done. So anyway,
Amazing.
Walker Buehler coming your way, because if he can find his way there, he might get lost. He needs a trail of breadcrumbs. Anyway, so we got a couple other purchases coming here, so let's dig into those.
The cool thing about what you do here in this particular section of the show is basically you're opening on the fly here. Like you don't know what's in here until you open it up. So it's being opened up as we speak. Also,
I gotta say I really don't know what's in here because this actually came with a full card.
Oh. Hello.
That you're probably looking at me like, what's he reacting to?
That's kind of what I was saying.
Like, I wasn't sure exactly what we had here. So this very, very, very well taped and thing is a Matt Williams rookie card from 1988 Fleer.
Oh man! And here's the crazy thing. If we could see it for another quick second.
Sure. Well, if you can see it,
if you can, yeah.
It's,
well protected, right?
Yeah.
So the note that I was going to say is it's Matt Williams, shortstop.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Like, that's kind of crazy to think about one of the better power hitters of that generation starting as a shortstop. But he did.
So eventually we'll get this thing untaped and
you
off the injured list. He's actually going to go in the Austin 316 giveaway pile. So by the time we actually give that away,
he'll have him free.
Probably have it in a new container for the lucky person that won.
Have him free from his taped.
I wonder if they charge like $1,000 for shipping because of all that.
It's a postal service dream.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I appreciate the card, but it didn't say anything. Okay, here we've got the big unit, Randy Johnson, 1989 scorecard. But that's like one of the rookies that nobody ever talks about, is like that design with Randy Johnson.
He was an expo, and then, well, go ahead and say what you're going to say. I don't want to get too deep.
Actually, I got nothing. I'm just they actually sent me the whole letter from eBay to the person I purchased it from.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you get this thing shipped out and everything. So
cool. Randy Johnson. Most of you, of course, wouldn't remember him in that uniform, that fine blue, powder blue Expos uniform. But he was part of one of the absolute craziest trades in history, and the difference in how baseball values its people now versus the way they valued them back then. So right after this, not long after this at all, the Expos were making a run, and they were trying to add a pitching. So they went and got a veteran pitcher named Mark Langston from the Mariners.
Player you really like.
I am a huge fan of Mark Langston because he was a power throwing left-hander and was extremely unheralded. Like, very much. As somebody said, he used to lead the American League in strikeouts without pitching against the Mariners.
Who were terrible at the time.
Oh, man. So,
the pre-Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners.
Indeed. So when this trade happened, the Expos sent 3 prospects to the Mariners for Mark Langston, and Randy Johnson was one, and there was another guy named Brian Holman, if I'm not mistaken, who was a serviceable several-year Major League pitcher. So the Mariners retooled their franchise for 2 months of Mark Langston. That don't happen anymore.
And how did that work out for the Expos, who didn't make the playoffs again after 1982?
Well,
they missed the playoffs.
So yeah, one, they missed the playoffs, and 2, they missed. They're not in baseball anymore.
But other than that, it was a great move.
They are someone else. Sacre bleu.
So speaking of great moves, is this something we keep in the collection, or do we add that to the giveaway pile for Austin 316?
Oh man, I kind of. Is it bad that I want to hang on to it?
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep on.
Yeah, that's.
Sorry, everybody. You can send your hate mail to Kevin.
Yeah, always hanging
see how
on
I did
to
that?
Yes. I'm around to catch the hate. That's all right. I don't mind that. I'm used to it.
Otherwise, you can take it up with the complaint department manager, and that's Stone Cold Steve Austin there. All right, we got one more purchase, and this one, I was really happy with this deal. Can you tell who that is? Well, you can see the name, I bet, but just by looking at the autograph.
No, I would not know.
That is Carlos E. Lee.
And that's...
It's actually not Carlos E. Lee, it's just Carlos Lee.
Carlos Lee. But there are 3 letters in there.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't on the back say what his middle name is.
I'm going to use a magical device that you can't see to look that up. What could it be? Magic machine. Carlos.
It's a time machine, wow.
Carlos's middle name is Noriel, so I don't know.
So
it's
that really wouldn't lead you to think that there'd be an L. So that must be C-A-R. Clearly you can see that. L-O-S is, part of that
Oh, it would
squiggle.
make sense. It's 3 letters at a time.
Yeah, and then
C-A-R.
that's 2 E's.
L-O-S-L-E-E. Yeah. Carlos Lee.
Steve Austin just said, yep, I heard that right. That's the bottom line.
That is the bottom
okay,
line.
Good. So how about this? Since we're going to keep Randy Johnson, should we throw Carlos E. Lee in?
I'm good with
I don't
that.
know why I like calling him that now all of a sudden.
As if he's
that's
part
terrible.
of the Civil War.
Yeah, that's really terrible on my
Carlos
part.
E. Lee.
I apologize for that.
Like the Dukes of Hazzard, honor him with their car.
Now we've got a little bit of holiday friend mail gift exchange. We're catching up on this finally. So this time around we got Michael Myers. Great channel, does a lot of wonderful TTMs. Do you remember what we sent to him? Because we sent something to him different from from everybody else. We actually sent him a couple stamps, $1, and a Jose Leaned card because he signs for $1.
Really?
So it's kind of a make your own present kind of a thing.
Jose Chico Leaned. The Gold Glove second baseman, except in that 1 inning in the 92 playoffs.
There's a note on here.
Baby.
So I don't know if you can actually make out what that says, but it says lots of Eddie-approved blue tape.
Yeah, so there's a thing among the shippers of cards, whether it's eBay or whatever. There's a thing with them that this blue tape is a wonderful thing because it does 2 things. It's
like
easy.
Clear plastic tape, not a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's a
Not
little
as
more
easy
difficult to
deal
get
with.
into, but this blue tape, you can, it protects well, plus it breaks apart much easier. So that very complicated looking box that Bronco showed you a minute ago, he's already halfway through opening up.
Yeah, we've kind of been playing around with this thing, trying to figure out if there's like a DVD set or something in here or what. Yeah, but we got a ton of packs. We got a whole bunch of fun stuff here.
Wow.
Oh,
And Michael Myers.
It's a Michael Myers card. Not the actor, by the way.
Hall of Fame 19. Wow, that's tremendous. I mean, I love because the lettering is the same as the actual 1987 top, as you can tell from the Roger Craig card sitting next to him.
And they're both signed.
That's amazing.
It was nice of him, by the way, not to charge us $5, unlike Roger Craig. Bronco and Kevin, you guys came up with a great idea with the friend mail. Happy to be a small part of it. With this stack of
More
stuff,
than
I'm
small.
not sure we can say it's a small part of it.
Right.
Keep up your great work on your YouTube channel. You've grown so much already, and I'm certain even bigger things are ahead in 2021, other than our ability to open things on time. Take care and stay safe, your friend Michael. Thank you very much. So let's talk a little bit about this card, because sometimes on the back we got I'll let you read that.
1990 graduate of the University of Charleston.
From Charleston.
All WVIAC, that would be the West Virginia Intercollegiate Athletic Conference.
Do you know that, or are you just making it up?
I think I made that up. 378 batting average.
Wow.
So when they say University of Charleston, they're referring to the West Virginia Charleston, not
The
Charleston
Chew.
Southern.
Oh, I thought you meant the candy bar.
Or the Charleston Chew. So dude hit 378 in college, man.
What did you hit in softball last year?
Hang on, I'm going to use this magic device
Oh,
again.
boy.
I hit 533.
Oh, okay. What was
All
your award?
singles?
Do you have your award?
Oh, I know it was terrible because it was all singles, and I literally did not score a run. I kept getting
No, I saw you
stranded.
score one run.
Oh, okay, so I scored
I
one
think
run.
I actually have video of it.
I'll be scoring a run?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I did score
Or
one.
maybe you were just trotting back in to play the field again after the inning ended with you stranded on third.
The very, very fast story on the channel is I have, in the last few years, had both Achilles tendons surgeried. I don't know how do you say that?
I'm sorry. All I can think of, I can envision, we're gonna get one of these cards made with you like on crutches.
I've got a picture of me in a boot, the giant boot. That would be a best baseball card ever. I would.
Maybe that's a channel goal here for 500 subscriber giveaway. We'll do a Kevin injury card. It'll be an inaction card because you're going to be out for a while.
Literally, it was so bad that we had the knee scooter where like you can put one leg up. We had it from the first surgery, and then when the second injury happened, we just moved the scooter to the other leg.
2 for the price of 1, not the way you necessarily intended. Anyway, so thank you, Michael. Let's take a look at some of the cards that came with it. We got a Carl Mecklenburg, the fine linebacker from the Broncos, back in their first wave of Super Bowls where they kept going year after year after year, kind of like the Buffalo Bills did later,
right? With,
unfortunately, somewhat similar results.
Yeah.
We've got a rack pack of 1989 Fleer.
Ooh.
Kind of excited about that. We'll get to that in a second.
All right, I want to have some fun with this for a quick second. I just want to see who's your front. Don Onslaught. Pete Smith.
I got nothing for that.
And then you've got some Pirates rookies, Randy Kramer and Miguel Garcia. So you did all right. And then the backs are in the 89 Fleer rack packs. They finally got wise to people pulling cards off the back, so they put the logo stickers on the back, which is a pretty smart idea.
I'd say maybe we'll put a logo sticker on the backdrop at some point here from that. Also got a little team bag with some fun stuff, starting with the GOAT, John Elway. I wonder if people are sick of me calling him that, because there's probably a quarterback that maybe is a little bit more deserving of it, but not here on this channel.
Correct.
And we got another one of the GOAT. That one's mint.
Oh, it is mint. By the way, what happens if you send one of those off to a grading service and it comes back like excellent mint?
They actually just foil stamp near mint on there.
Can you imagine someone with a marker writing EX hyphen? Oh, that'd be great.
Or PSA 7.
Oh!
So I don't know if Michael Myers got a little hungry or what happened here. We got a little hole in that card. I don't think I've ever seen this card, actually.
Break me off a piece of that Elway card.
Can I put that on like the handle of my door so people know I'm a John Elway fan?
Oh, it is kind of like a do not disturb at a hotel. Oh, I like that. Oh, sorry. There's not much weight on the base of that card.
No, a very light. Well, it's missing part of it. It's a Swiss cheese. It's Ray Allen's defense card. Sorry, that's an old joke.
That's good though.
We got 1989, I believe, Pro Set. Let me see if I'm right on the year on that. I got to be close.
I think it is 89.
It is 89. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember collecting those.
Yeah, I mean you can't.
I love the little, like small thing, but it really does look like a football field with that on there. We got baseball's all-time greatest. We got a Roberto Clemente and a Roberto Clemente.
Fantastic. You can never have enough Roberto Clemente's on.
Here's one I know you're going to love.
Oh, it's
Dale Murphy.
88. And the crazy thing is, he was an MVP in the early 80s, but in 87, it was his best power year. Mm-hmm. He cracked the 40 homer mark.
I think I'd have to say he was one of the players of the decade for the 1980s.
Yep.
And Fleer would agree, because they made that card there.
Part of the reason, this is going to be a bit of a controversial take, but part of the reason Dale Murphy is not in the Hall of Fame today is because the Braves...
Murphy's Law.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, had to.
I didn't even think about it. Murphy's Law applied to the 80s is when you play for an absolutely terrible baseball team, it's going to hurt your cause.
Oh, absolutely.
82, he was in the playoffs and then literally terrible for the rest of his time. Like, absolutely, like 100 loss terrible. And I think it affects, because he was 2 homers short of 400.
And then we got this one. I can't say I'm not very familiar with this.
I don't know much about Ames.
It's in Iowa.
It is.
And you want to have good aims if you're playing and you're throwing the ball, which
Right.
was part of the reason he moved to the outfield.
Yes, he was not much of a dart thrower as a catcher, and his aims were definitely better from center field.
He didn't throw baseballs very accurately either. Bum.
Hey!
Dad jokes are free here on Baseball Card Illustrated. Hit that subscribe button, but only if you haven't subscribed yet. Please don't hit it again and unsubscribe
Yeah,
for
right.
jokes that bad.
Yes.
Here, if you want to take a look at that,
Yeah, let me see this card.
I'll clear the deck here.
Here's the back of it. We'll show you a little bit of the back of it. This would be 1990. Yeah, I don't know much about this.
Speaking of things that we don't know much about, I totally overlooked this. That's signed.
It is.
That's awesome. I did not have a Carl Mecklenburg autograph, so I'm taking that one to see.
That's for you, yeah, no doubt.
So that's awesome.
Man, I'm telling you. I mean, just look at him in that card. Like, that's a beast today. Like, you can look at the difference between like the number of 300-pounders in the NFL in 1985 versus now. That dude is a beast any era.
Here's a look at the stats for Carl Mecklenburg. Well, these partial stats.
6'3", 240, man. He looks way bigger.
Yeah. Well, I think players in general looked bigger back then because they probably weren't as just physically fit
Right.
as they are now, where, you got muscle, but there was a little bit, maybe more than muscle there.
And well, the other thing too is, you know how they always had the pads were always way oversized?
Yeah.
So like some dudes look like they were running with like twice as much pad as they should with all the pads and stuff.
Kind of like the kid on the first day of football. You can hear him running down the field because the pads are clacking all over the place. Anyway, so Michael sent us several packs. Why don't we do this? Let's make a second video because we're going to have a different week anyway.
Yes.
We'll do the Austin 316 giveaway on 316 Day.
Yes.
And by the way, Pie Day is coming up. This has nothing to do with Austin 316.
314.
314. What's your favorite flavor of pie?
Oh, if you give me a chocolate peanut butter pie, I will go to great
I'm
lengths.
not sure I've ever had that.
It's incredible.
I like apple, cherry. Do you remember Denny's back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's still around, but
Yeah.
like they had a great blueberry pie back in the day.
man,
Loved that as a kid. Haven't had a blueberry pie since, I don't think. But
Yeah. I'm still a sucker. Like, we will still drive, my wife and I will, like an hour one way.
I remember that.
There's a pie place it's a little more than an hour from where we
I
live.
thought you were going to say it's more than pie.
And of course, we live in this pandemic era now where everything is different. Hours are different. This place closes at 4 now, as opposed to, it used to be open late. Now it closes at 4 p.m. And we have, on many occasions, looked at our watches at 2:45 and gone, we can make it. We can get it. So if you see us like speeding down the interstate, just like,
What's the emergency? We've got 13 minutes to get pie.
Yes. We've already placed the order. If they lock that door on us, we're stuck.
I have no idea how we got to that discussion, but we'll open these packs. We have a chance at a Jeter rookie card here, I believe, and a rack pack with all kinds of goodness there. Thanks to Michael Myers. So stay tuned to the channel. It'll be a little bit different week, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll get those videos out. How's that sound?
I'm down with it. Anytime we can have more fun, count me in.
On behalf of Michael Myers, Carl Mecklenburg, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm Bronco, the PSA 11.
I'm Kevin the Diamond King.
And you've been watching the Saturday Shootaround.